Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day here on the channel, and big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. On this grey Friday morning in the middle of July, I started my morning with a yogurt bowl. It's one of my current favorites, and I used some soy yogurt, and then I cut up some fruit to add to that. At the moment, peaches are my favorite. They're so sweet and yummy, so I cut up one of these flat peaches as well as a handful of fresh strawberries. Something I really enjoy on and off are cornflakes. I just love how crunchy they are. So I added some of those to my bowl as well, along with some hemp hearts as well as some pumpkin seeds. They are my favorite seeds and I love adding them to my breakfast. I think I've officially gotten old because I'm enjoying doing crosswords in the morning now. Rob and I started doing it together, but I actually do it more than him now. And I think I'm getting better. I'm even doing them in English, so I'm pretty proud of myself and happy to share it with you. Try it if you have never tried it. It's actually quite fun. And yeah, I've just finished my breakfast, which is one of my favorite summer breakfasts. It's really easy to put together and so good now that the fruits taste super yummy. The peaches at the moment are really good, so that's my favorite thing to throw in the bowl. And it's always nice to sort of spice up your morning cereal with some seeds and stuff, just for more micronutrients, I guess. And yeah, today I'm just gonna do another What I Eat in a Day for you. I hope you will enjoy it. And for lunch, we were thinking of actually going out to a place where we haven't been before. It's called Two Forks. It's a hummus restaurant, and I've been wanting to go there for a while, so I'm excited to take you along. But first, I need to do some work and stuff, but when we go, we will take you. Now, before we move on, I just want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video and tell you a little bit more about them. Squarespace is an all-in-one website builder with lots of great tools to make it easy to build a beautiful and well-functioning site without any previous knowledge about coding or website building. Personally, I've used Squarespace to create my online food photography portfolio, and I really like that it is so easy and intuitive to use. There are plenty of themes, font combinations, and color combos on Squarespace to get you started, and there are themes for many different purposes, so it's great for everyone from business owners and e-commerce all the way to creatives and bloggers. So if you're thinking about creating a website for any purpose, check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/goodeatings for 10% off your first website or domain. Two Forks is located pretty much opposite the specialty food court here in Malmö called Saluhallen, and it's a lovely little place with a beautiful atmosphere inside. 2 out of 3 options of their hummus bowls on the menu were vegan, so of course we had to try both. One was their sort of classic bowl, which had a warm topping with harissa relish, some preserved lemons, as well as a lot of herbs. And the other one was their seasonal special, which was more like a salad, super fresh and full of summer flavor. Rob really enjoyed their pita bread as well, which was served hot, and as I don't eat gluten, they offered me some pickles on the side instead, and these were so yummy. They were green tomato pickles. Of course, Rob had to try one of the light beers out of the hand-picked selection of drinks, and I had a really good kombucha called Gal, so definitely go for that if you're visiting. The owners here were so sweet, and I can't recommend this place enough. On the way home, of course, we had to stop off at Slottsträdgården. I really hope you're not tired of seeing me visit this place. I love going here, especially in the summer when everything is in bloom. It's such a beautiful environment, and there are so many bees around that totally fascinate me as they buzz around all the flowers. In summer and into the autumn, they actually have a dahlia festival here, which is basically a plantation of lots of different dahlias, and they are really beautiful, so definitely visit Slottsträdgården if you come to Malmö. They actually had a summer flower exhibition as well this year, so yeah, always something fun happening here and a really lovely environment to be in. On the way home, we cycled past the vendor selling Folkets Pops, which are vegan palettas or ice lollies made from really yummy ingredients. I had to try their new flavor, which was pineapple lemonade, and it didn't disappoint. Perfect on a hot day. So I'm back in our kitchen after a nice lunch out and a nice afternoon out. It turned out to be a sunny day today, even though this morning it felt pretty cold. We're at the end of a heat wave here in Sweden at the moment, so I thought today would be kind of cool, but it is warm now. And for dinner we're gonna make gazpacho, so it goes hand in hand, I would say. But more about that after I just tell you that I really recommend Two Forks if you're coming to Malmö or if you live here. It was really yummy. The owners were very friendly. It was a nice atmosphere in there. It was all just very good, and I felt like the playlist in there were just songs that I would put in a playlist, which is always a plus, I think. So yes, I definitely recommend it. And like I said, now we're going to do a gazpacho, which I realized I should have done several hours ago, because apparently it needs to chill for like 4 to 6 hours. But I read somewhere that you can serve it over ice, so I think we're gonna have to do that. Maybe that sounds weird, and I don't know if that's traditional at all, but I think that's what we're gonna have to resort to, because I didn't plan properly. As you can tell, I'm not very well versed in gazpacho, but we shall give it a go. I don't think I have the right kind of pepper for this. I'm using a green bell pepper. I think it's meant to be some other light green, longer pepper, if I understood it. But I hope it will turn out good anyway. And we're also going to do some sort of side dish. I can't speak apparently. Some sort of side dish with courgettes or zucchini. I think I will fry it in some garlic, and we'll see what happens with that. But I thought it would be nice to have a side dish with this, and then we'll serve it with some other bits and bobs, which will all become clear in a moment. But yes, let's embark on this gazpacho adventure together. I'm gonna follow a recipe. I'll write it here where that recipe is from, and I'll link it down below as well if you want to try it too. But yeah, let's start chopping some vegetables. Making gazpacho means that you need to cut up and de-seed a lot of tomatoes, so that's what I started with. And then it's just a lot of raw veggies that come together in a blender. So first there are the tomatoes, there's also cucumber and bell pepper in my case, as well as some onion and garlic. I used a shallot. It said to use some sort of a mild onion. I'm not sure I chose the best one, but you know, you can always Google it if you want to try it for yourself. read a few recipes online for gazpacho, and most of them recommended to peel the cucumber just to have a nicer texture and to remove any kind of bitterness from the finished result. I thought I'd just pass along the wisdom. Then to bring it all together, the recipe said to add a few tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil as well as some sherry vinegar. Now I didn't have sherry vinegar, I just had this rosé balsamic vinegar. I've never seen this vinegar before, by the way, but it's pretty yummy, so I just used that instead. I also added in some cumin as the recipe told me to, and seasoned with salt and black pepper. This recipe also said to use some stale bread, or at least the inside of some stale bread. It said to use baguette, but again, as I don't eat gluten that much, I just used some gluten-free toast and I just took the inside out of the end pieces. And then it said to soak it, so I just did that and popped that into the blender as well, and then blended until I could get this as smooth as I could. For my side dish, I decided to just slice up the courgette into half moons and fry it in a little bit of garlic and some avocado oil. Courgette or zucchini season really is upon us now, and I know that a lot of people who grow these get so many, and just frying it like this I think is one of the nicest ways to eat it, but I'm sure if you have a bunch on hand you're probably tired of that already, but this is one of my favorite ways of cooking them at least. While the courgette was cooking away in the pan, I served up some mixed olives, one of my favorite snacks, and I also served up some of the store-bought hummus from Seinas. It's really yummy. If you live in Sweden, I can definitely recommend this brand. Then my courgette was done and I just served it in a shallow bowl, and I grated some lemon zest over the top, which is honestly the best combination, and finished it off with a little bit of flaked sea salt. To go with my hummus, I also had some gluten-free bread, and then I served my gazpacho over some ice cubes as I didn't get the time to chill it properly. But this worked kind of well, just be mindful that it will melt, so drink it pretty fast. I decided to top it all off with some olive oil and some thyme leaves, and then that was dinner. I'm definitely no gazpacho queen yet, but I am pretty happy with the result. I thought it would have a darker color. Maybe those of you who know can let me know down below if this is like normal that it comes out this color. Maybe my tomatoes weren't that red, I don't know. But I think next time I'm gonna try and find the correct type of pepper to have in this and see if it tastes better, and maybe use a little bit less onion because it's quite sharp. And yeah, I'm looking forward to eating the rest of my gazpacho, and the courgette is really yummy. You must, if you haven't done it already, fry courgette with some garlic, and then on the top just do some lemon zest and salt. It's so simple and so yummy. And yeah, that's about it about my dinner. I feel I'm blah 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 talking a lot, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. It's lovely to film in sunny, summery Malmö. I hope you enjoy this side to the city. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you. I feel there's a theme going on here of me not being able to say words, so it's definitely good that this is the end, I think. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye.